Hello students, welcome to another class of engineering mechanics. So today we will take down another topic, that is uh, product of inertia. We were discussing about moment of inertia, right? So we have now product of inertia. So what is product of inertia? It is nothing but the multiplication of moment of inertia about x-axis and moment of inertia about y-axis. It is nothing but it is the product of moment of inertia about x-axis and moment of inertia about y axis, x axis and y axis. So we will see one problem related to moment of inertia, product of inertia. Okay, so note down this problem. It is very simple problem. Determine, the question is determine the product of inertia, the product of inertia of the given area of the given area shown in figure. Okay, and also it has mentioned that all dimensions are in millimeter. Okay, so this is the question given to us. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate product of inertia. We have to calculate what now here? Product of inertia of the given figure. Previously we were calculating moment of inertia, but here in this case we have to calculate product of inertia. So how to calculate product of inertia, we'll see now. First we'll take down the figure which is given in the question. So this dimension is given as 40 and this is given as 90. This is 70 and from here is joining here. Okay, so the dimensions are, this one is 40, right, and this dimension is 90 and this dimension is 70. All right, so now what we have to do here, we have to calculate product of inertia. So to calculate product of inertia or moment of inertia, the first thing we need is area. Okay, so since this is a composite figure, this is not a regular figure, this is a composite figure, isn't it? So it is the combination of two regular figures. That is, if you divide this figure into two parts, see here, I'll try to divide this figure into two parts now. So this, so this is not given in the question, no, so I'm taking with black pen. Okay, so these are the two components now. So this is, I'll consider this part as 1. Okay, this part as 1 and this part as 2. All right, so what happens here, this distance will be 40 and what about the remaining distance, this distance from here to here? 70 minus 40 is 30, right? So this is 30. So I have two figures now. One is a rectangle and another one is a triangle. Okay, so first what I will do, I'll calculate my area first. A1 is equal to, what is the value of A1 now? Height, this is a rectangle, right? So 90 into 40, which is equal to 3600 mm square. What about A2? What is the value? What is the area of A2? See here, this is a triangle. So formula for triangle will be half base into height. What is the base of the triangle? Base of the triangle is 30, and height of the triangle, you see here, what will be the height? This height will be 90 only, right? So height of the triangle is 90. So what will happen here? If you solve this one, 2 ones are 2, 15s are, so 15 into 9, you'll get 1350 mm square for A1. Okay, and sorry, A2. Next we will calculate, after calculation of areas, we will calculate our x1 x2 and y1 y2. Okay, so x1, so where is x1? So somewhere here we'll be having x1, this distance will be x1, and this distance will be our y1, isn't it? So what happens here? X1 will be 40 by 2. X1 is equal to 40 by 2, which is equal to 20 mm, isn't it? What about y1? Y1, what is the height? Total height is 90. So 90 by 2, which is equal to how much? 45 mm. So we got the value of x1 and y1. Now we will go for x2 and y2. x2. So where is x2? So suppose somewhere here we'll be having the centroid of the triangle. So from here to here, from this point to this point, what will be the distance? What will be the distance? So from here to here, from here to here, we have 40. So 40 plus this distance. What will be this distance? It is 1/3 of base, right? 1/3 of 30. So 3 ones are, 3 tens are. So which will be 40 plus 10 will be 50 mm. What about y2? See here, this will be my y2. Okay, y2. So we have the formula for y2 for a triangle, that is, it is also 1/3 of height. So what is height of the triangle? 90. So 3 ones are, 3 threes are 0. So what happens? 30 mm. So we got the value of x1 y1 and value of x2 and y2. So product of inertia, that is, we are actually calculating product of inertia, isn't it? Product of inertia is equal to I, we write it here as Ixy. Okay, product of inertia we write it as Ixy is equal to x1 y1 a1 plus x2 y2 a2. Okay, this is nothing but our product of inertia. To simplify this one, I will write like this: Ixy, which is product of inertia, is equal to a1, or else, since we are taking small a, so a1 x1 y1 plus a2 x2 and y2. Okay, so what is the value of a1 we got? The value of a1 we have is 3600. So 3600 is a1. What is the value of x1 we have? See here, x1 is 20. What is the value of y1 we got? Value of y1 is 45 mm. So the value of y1 is 45 plus, what is the value of a2 we have? A2 1350, right? 1350 into x2. What is the value of x2? 50. y2 is 30. So if you simplify Ixy you will get the value as 5265 into 10 power 3 power 4. So this is the value of product of inertia. So the very important thing which you have to remember is this formula, that is Ix. So the next question will take it as product of inertia again. So the question is, find the product of inertia for the given figure. Okay, the figure is given in the question, that is we have an L section here. We have an L section okay, this is the L section given to us. So these dimensions are given as 20 mm. This dimension is given as 80 mm. This dimension is 20 mm, and this one is given as 60 mm. Okay, so this is the given figure given to us. So what we have to do, we have to calculate product of inertia. We have to calculate what now? Product of inertia for this figure. So whenever you come across product of inertia, our formula for product of inertia will be Ixy is equal to a1x1y1 plus a2x2 y2. Okay, since we have here two parts, this one will consider as 1 and this one will consider as 2. Okay, so this is my y-axis. Okay, this is my x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, so first one is, we'll calculate our areas. A1 is equal to 60 into 2, which is 20, is equal to 1200 mm square. What about A2? A2 is equal to, see here, this total length is 80. If you remove this one, if you consider only this part, then you will be having how much? 60 mm, isn't it? So 60 into 20, you will get again 1200 mm square. What about x1? X1 is equal to this distance from here to here. The distance will be x1, right? And this one will be our y1. So x1 is equal to, total horizontal distance is 60 by 2, which is equal to 30, and y1 is equal to 20 by 2, which is equal to 10 mm. Next we have x2. From, suppose this is my second section, so the centroid of this section will be somewhere here, so this will be my x2, and from here till bottom will be having our y2. So x2 will be again 20 by 2, which is equal to 10 mm, and y2 is equal to 60 by 2 plus 20. From here to here we'll be having half of it, then 60 by 2, then plus this 20, so 2 ones are 2, 3 is a 0. So what happens? This will be 50 mm. So product of inertia, that is Ixy, is equal to a1 x1 y1 plus a2 x2 y2, which is equal to, what is a1 we have? 1200. What is x1 we have? See here, x1 is 30 mm. Always write dimensions. 30 plus, sorry, into a1 x1 y1, right? What is y1? Y1 is 10 plus a2 x2 y2. A2 is how much? 1200 into x2 is how much? 10 mm, and y2 is 50. So once you solve this one, you will get the value as, this value you will get it as 360 into 10 power 3 plus 600 into 10 power 3. Okay, so what happens here? If you add these two terms, you will get 960 into 10 power 3 mm power 4. So this is the final value of product of inertia. Product of inertia is 960 into 10 power 3. 960 into 10 power 3. This is the final answer of our product of inertia. All right.